So the mission of the Chamber has always been to shop, eat, and stay local. Over the past few years, I've advocated for the Chamber to create community partnerships with Luna Stage, the West Orange Lions Club, Pleasant Valley Civic Association, West Orange Public Library, West Orange Arts Council, Friends of Thomas Edison National Historic Park, and the Downtown West Orange Lions. Today, I'm pleased to see the West Orange African Heritage Organization here so we can cross-pollinate our ideas, particularly after the newly elected president recited a month's worth of activities at last night's council meeting. So we welcome you. The Chamber will continue to strive to form more and more partnerships that work to strengthen our community asset map. On behalf of the Chamber, we thank everyone for the role you play, just as Pastor Adams said, in seeking solutions that will help strengthen our community. My work as an educator, newly re-elected town council member, and member of this Chamber team lean toward advocating and promoting all of our township assets. That's because we are standing with our role model, Mayor Robert Parisi.
Let's hear it for Sue McCartney, always out front. Good morning and welcome. The success of any organization relies on the commitment and hard work of its members. Often that starts with those that are willing to lead. The Chamber of Commerce has been blessed for years with dedicated and committed professionals committed to their businesses and to the success of the Chamber. This past month marked the end of Tim Brennan's tenure as president. We thank Peterson for sharing him with us, and we thank Tim for his valuable contributions. Thank you, Tim. The end of one tenure marks the beginning of a new one. Today is the first event for Sally Malik as Chamber President, and I wish Sally the best of luck, and as always, offer the Township's full support for the continued success of our Chamber of Commerce. Best of luck, Sally. Hardly a day goes by that we do not find reason to celebrate and applaud the accomplishments of our students, the success of our schools, or the teachers and staff that give so much of themselves to foster that success. Once again, under the leadership of Coach Olivia Del Spina, the success of our cheerleaders this season has qualified them for the UCA National High School Cheerleading Championships in Orlando, Florida, beginning this weekend. Best of luck to our cheerleaders. Our celebrated marching band keeps rolling along. Band director Lewis Kelly and Associate Director Erin Legatic and the hardworking band members keep piling on the awards, winning the North Jersey School Music Association Best Overall Band Championship. Congratulations to the hardest working band in the state. Congratulations to the Mountaineer indoor track and field team. In addition to several medals, the girls won the championship at the Essex County Indoor Relays. The girls have broken 8 school records already this year. Led by Coach Jason Lamont Jackson, we are joined today by seniors Danae Hill, Kayla Roby, Alina Chant, and Kathy Lopez Jacobs. Continued success to all of you. We've been proud over the last many years as a community to celebrate the success of our high school's boys soccer team. However, this past fall, our girls Mountaineer soccer team followed their first undefeated season in school history and league championship last season by winning the North Section 1 Group 4 State Sectional Championship, the first in school history. This morning, we welcome Coach Sean DeVore, voted New Jersey Coach of the Year, and team captains Nia Harper, Morgan Clark, Hannon Villison, and Caitlin Charles. In addition to the team captains, we proudly welcome Natalie Nevins, who was named Essex County Player of the Year for the second year in a row. Congratulations to our Mountaineers. Whether as parents, coaches, and teachers, or as a community, nothing makes us prouder than to see and to celebrate the success of our children. We have a lot to be proud of in West Orange. Success in the classroom, on the athletic fields, on stage, in music, and in public service help to define our school system and speak to the promise we make to our children each and every year, to provide them every opportunity in their pursuit of achieving life's dreams. This morning, as every year, we take the time to recognize some of our high school students, young men and women that have worked hard to fulfill that promise. Maya Bembry. Stand. A GPA of 4.05, top 15% of her class, volunteer youth basketball coach and member of the Mountaineer Mentors, one of the creators of the Help Henry Beat Cancer t-shirt project, member of the championship girls soccer team, 4-year member of the varsity girls basketball team, holds West Orange High School record for most career points in basketball, all-conference player in basketball in 2017 and 2018, all-state player in 2017 and 2018, Sideline Chatter Player of the Year in 2018, Essex County Girls Basketball Player of the Year 2 years in a row, and this fall she will continue her basketball career as she will be attending Penn State University on a full athletic scholarship. Maya Bembry. Daniel Bradley. GPA of 4.64, all honors and AP classes, an A-team member, all A's throughout high school, top 5% of his class, an almost perfect score of 1510 on the SATs. Member of the Science Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and member of the National Honor Society. Member of the Math Team, the Science League, and president of the Interact Club. Volunteers with the West Orange Elks and with the Summer Enrichment Program. Plays trumpet with the West Orange Wind Ensemble. Waiting to hear from New Jersey Institute of Technology, the College of New Jersey, Rutgers University, and Stevens Institute of Technology, among others, Daniel Bradley. Wes Radowins. GPA of 3.57, all honors and AP classes, served as a referee with the Mountaintop Soccer League, volunteers with the American Cancer Society, member of the West Orange High School Orchestra and the varsity soccer team, serves as a flight sergeant with the Air Force Junior ROTC program and part of the Junior ROTC Honor Guard, participated in the cadet leadership training, looking to study mechanical engineering, and this fall he will become the 5th West Orange High School student in the last 5 years to attend a military academy, as he will be attending the United States Military Academy at West Point. West Radowins. Muriel Kasher. GPA of 4.6, all honors and AP classes, an A-team member, all A's throughout high school. Member of the Science Honor Society and the National Honor Society. Member of the Science Team, Debate Team, and the Essex County Math League Team. Part of the team that earned a 3rd place finish in the Algebra Division in the Essex County Math League competition. Member of the Science Olympiad Team, and award winner at the Net Riders IT Essentials competition. A Governor's School of Engineering and Technology scholar, serves on the Cisco Advisory Board Committee, and serves as a Junior Statesman of America. Waiting to hear from Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, Duke, Harvard, Princeton, University of Pennsylvania, Rutgers, University of Michigan, and MIT, among others, Muriel Kasher. Cecina Donnie. GPA of 4.6, an A-team member, all A's throughout high school, an almost perfect score of 1510 on the SATs, an AP scholar and National Merit Scholarship winner, Vice President of the Science Honor Society, member of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, Trium Music Honor Society, Ascriptus English Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Member of the Math Team, Science League Team, and a Mountaineer Mentor. a Spanish club, an Asian culture club member, and member of the swimming team. Volunteers with Kessler Rehabilitation, participated in the Columbia University Science Honors Program, and interned with the Summer Research Program at NJIT, waiting to hear from University of Maryland, Princeton University, and Vanderbilt, among others, Cecina Donnie. Emily Sarrett. GPA of 4.45, all honors and AP classes, treasurer of the National Art Honor Society, member of the Science Honor Society, Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Member of the tennis team, a dancer since the 6th grade, performing at community and regional events, member and treasurer of the Unity Club, member and treasurer of the Junior Statesmen of America Club, volunteers with Kessler Rehabilitation, and serves as a Mountaineer mentor. Volunteers with the annual Stop for Nikhil Run and participates with the Relay for Life. She has been accepted into the University of Maryland's Honor College, Clemson, Delaware, and Rutgers, and is waiting to hear from Boston College, Georgetown, University of Pennsylvania, and Villanova, among others, Emily Sarrett. Max Dickman. GPA of 4.68, all A's throughout high school, all honors and AP classes, a 2018 AP Scholar. President of the Science Honor Society, member of the Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Volunteers as an elementary school tutor and with the Jewish Relief Agency. Member of the Jewish Student Union and the Three-Dimensional Printing Club. President of the Technology Student Association, awarded Best Position Paper at Seton Hall University's Model United Nations debate. This past summer, attended Governor's School of Engineering and Technology at Rutgers, waiting to hear from Boston University, Columbia University, Johns Hopkins, Princeton, Rutgers, Stevens Institute of Technology, Tufts, and MIT, among others, the 2019 class salutatorian, Max Dickman. Progya Paramita. GPA of 4.51, all honors and AP classes, president of the Art and French Honor Society, member of the Scriptus English Honor Society, the Science Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. Volunteers with St. Barnabas Hospital, Daughters of Israel, the YMCA, and the national organization Glamour Gals. Member of the HOSA Club, the Asian Culture Club, and serves as a Mountaineer mentor. Recognized with the Mahatma Gandhi Award for Art, the Wellesley Book Award, and serves as publisher of the high school's Cobblestone Literary Magazine. Waiting to hear from Boston University, Brown, Cornell, George Washington University, Harvard, Princeton, Yale, University of Pennsylvania, and Johns Hopkins, among others, Progya Paramita. Jordan Broken. GPA of 4.1, all honors and AP classes, member of the Scriptus English Honor Society and the National Honor Society, member of the Institute for Mathematics and Science, vice president of the Spanish Club, vice president of the Coding Club, volunteers as a Mountaineer mentor, and as a Teen Pep advisor. Looking to pursue a career in journalism, she serves as managing editor for the Pioneer, the high school's newspaper, and the Cobblestone Literary Magazine. Her advisor called her one of the most impressive journalism students she has ever taught. She has been accepted at Ithaca College and Quinnipiac University, and waiting to hear from Fordham University and Suffolk University, among others, Jordan Broken. Ryan Rattino. GPA of 4.39, an AT member, all A's throughout high school, secretary of the Chinese Honor Society, member of the Science Honor Society, the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and member of the National Honor Society. Volunteer peer-to-peer tutor and volunteers with Kessler Rehabilitation. Founder and president of the Asian Culture Club, participated in the Army Educational Outreach Program and the W.E.B. Du Bois Scholars Institute for Accelerated Learning Academy at Princeton. Member of the varsity lacrosse team and captain of the varsity swim team. participated with the Model UN program and the Hispanic Center Summer Youth Program. Waiting to hear from Columbia University, Cornell, Duke, New Jersey Institute of Technology, Princeton, Northeastern, and University of Pennsylvania, among others, Ryan Rattino. Daniel Feinblatt. GPA of 4.74, all A's throughout high school, all honors and AP classes, a 2018 AP Scholar with honors. Member of the Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, the Science Honor Society, and the National Honor Society. National Merit Scholarship Award winner and Malcolm E. McAlpin Science Award winner. Recognized with the Outstanding Academic Achievement Award from the West Orange High School Institute of Math and Science. Participated with the Math League, Science League, and the New Jersey Science Olympiad. Member of the hockey team and the archery club. Volunteers with Daughters of Israel and the USO. Has been accepted at Georgia Tech, Northeastern, and Purdue, and waiting to hear from Carnegie Mellon, Cornell, Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, Yale, Northwestern, and University of Michigan, among others, the 2019 West Orange High School class valedictorian, Daniel Feinberg. Wherever life may take them, each of these students speaks to an inspiring school system that has achieved the objective of providing opportunities for young minds to flourish. These impressive young men and women give us each hope for our nation's future and remind other students of the unlimited possibilities presented to them each day in our schools. A proud community offers each of you congratulations and best wishes for all of life's adventures. Our West Orange Mountaineers. The school system that provides the foundation for the success we have celebrated this morning is the result of a supportive community, hardworking and talented teachers, administrators, and a Board of Education that works hard to provide each child of West Orange a dream they can dream and the path to make it come true. To our superintendent, our Board of Education members, our high school principal, and all those here that spend their day as part of our school system, we thank you. This year welcomes two new members to our Board of Education, elected this past November. Cheryl Merklinger and Terry Treek Scales both come to the board with a lifetime of community service to children and to education, and we all look forward to all they will accomplish. Best of luck. We are blessed with a school system that provides programs and opportunities for children of all interests, and we celebrate much of that success this morning. This year, a new innovative program was introduced at our high school to add to that success. Virtual Enterprise International welcomed the first students this September. Virtual Enterprise is an active simulation of a business world environment where the classroom is converted into a business office setting. Students select their own management and work with a board of directors made up of local business leaders. They create their own business, learning ways to organize, finance, and to sell their idea. This program was funded in part with a donation from the West Orange Mountain High School Alumni Association, as well as donations from our business community. Virtual Enterprises is currently offered in 19 states. Our students join the only 15,000 students nationwide in developing virtual businesses and learning how to make them successful. The business developed by our students in this inaugural school year is named Elialife. This company develops quality, health-promoting olive oil for customers while at the same time helping the farmers that grow the olives. The student team recently competed at the New Jersey State Championships for Virtual Enterprise and were awarded third place for booth design and third place overall for their business plan. In addition to their success in this initial year, students were given an opportunity to speak with college professors and business executives, providing real-life lessons and opportunity as they work to reach their career goals. This program was brought to our schools thanks to the work of Nancy Mullen, the Supervisor of Career Education, and is coordinated by Maria Frangos, the business education teacher. We both thank you, and all of those made this possible for your innovation and commitment to our children. With each day, we live our lives against the backdrop of the roads and neighborhoods we know as West Orange. And with each day, the more than 300 employees do all they can to make those neighborhoods home, making them safe, secure, and in cleaning, paving, and plowing the roads that take us out into the world in the morning, and when the day is done, bring us home again. In 2018, we welcomed over 1,000 new homeowners to West Orange, new neighbors and partners in our own unique pursuit of life's happiness. And in the various catering halls, country clubs, and houses of worship, over 320 couples came to West Orange to marry and to start their life together. We introduced the new James Sheeran Park into the Gregory neighborhood and purchased an old vacant building, vacant for decades, that will shortly become an important parking lot for visitors to Luna Stage, visitors to our Arts Council, or simply those visiting the Valley. And once again, organized by the Hispanic Foundation, we hosted the Hispanic flag raising, celebrating 21 Latin countries. We celebrated the Jamaican flag raising, and we celebrated our first ever Indian flag raising, all on the steps of Town Hall. We sponsored our first participatory budgeting referendum, only the second township in New Jersey to offer this community involvement. In this initial offering, the voters overwhelmingly approved the construction of a new playground for children with special needs, and we will shortly release the plans for the construction of this important addition to O'Connor Park and to our park system. The township hosted Shred It Day, pet adoptions, and rabies clinics. We welcomed dozens of children to the annual Juvenile Police Academy and Fire Department's open house. The entire community enjoyed the second annual Food Truck Festival, the annual 4th of July fireworks, and the premiere of the Barktober costume contest for dogs. We introduced a new parking lot for shoppers in Pleasantdale, and the Downtown Alliance hosted Restaurant Week, the debut of West Orange Idol, and brought 2 new murals to our Main Street. Speaking of Main Street, the long and winding road of Main Street redevelopment has brought the Edison Village to life, and so far over 100 of the luxury apartments are occupied, with more being completed each week. Our senior citizens enjoy the first planting season at the Vecchio Garden at Degnan Park. Children of all ages are enjoying the new track and field installed at Joe Sariano Stadium at our high school complex. And after many years, and thanks to a cooperative effort of Essex County, the Board of Education, and the Township Council, all residents and drivers are enjoying the safety of the new traffic light at Alyssa Drive. From border to border, season to season, we are blessed with great spirit, great strength, and a conviction to our beliefs. We are surrounded with hardworking people giving meaning to our small corner of the world, making a difference in people's lives, and inspiring each of us to fulfill life's potential. We all count on local government as residents, businesses, homeowners, and taxpayers. And government works best for all of us when we work together, beginning with our Township Council. It is always my pleasure to work with each of these hardworking members of our community. Each day they work to see that West Orange remains a strong and successful township, providing each of us and our families every opportunity to enjoy our lives. To Council President Jerry Garino and Council members Sue McCartney, Michelle Castellino, and Joe Krakowiak, I offer my thanks on behalf of the community. This past month, the Township Council welcomed a new member to the council. Councilwoman Cindy Matute Brown was recently sworn in to serve the community after being elected this past November. The administration looks forward to working with you, Cindy, and we all wish you the best of luck. On this day, February 6th in 1959, a traffic light was installed at the intersection of Pleasant Valley Way and Mount Pleasant Avenue for the first time. Local traffic was very different in 1959. Today, traffic safety is perhaps one of the most talked about challenges for local government and one of the hardest to solve. Traffic safety can come in many forms, from many directions, even from an 8th grader. While still a student at Liberty Middle School, Soham Bohatnagar saw the potential danger in crossing Kelly Drive on his walk to school each day, and he did something about it. What started with him collecting hundreds of signatures on a petition ended with the installation of a new crossing light, making it safer to cross at the very location he believed was most dangerous. But he did not stop there. Working with Liberty Middle School, the Board of Education, and the Township, he lobbied the state of New Jersey to declare the section of Mount Pleasant Avenue in front of Liberty an official school zone to encourage safe driving, and that request was approved by the State Department of Transportation, ensuring safer driving conditions for years to come. Soham is joined this morning with his parents, Samua and Pooja, on behalf of all the people that will benefit from your contributions and look forward to all you will accomplish. We thank you, Soham. Like Soham, West Orange has always been blessed with people willing to give their time and talents. Among those many volunteers that have given their time to our land use boards, this morning we recognize Bruce Buechler. Bruce served 20 years on our zoning board, several as board chairman. His expertise and professionalism have impacted countless applications, large and small, that have impacted our community. Bruce recently stepped down from the zoning board as he was approved by the New Jersey State Senate to be appointed a Superior Court judge and will be officially sworn in shortly. Congratulations, Bruce, and we thank you for your service. A lot is asked of our township employees. They are expected to provide a variety of services, to solve unique problems, to respond any time of day or night, to do it properly, do it quickly, and do it all with a smile. Michael and Giuseppe Elefani are the very embodiment of that expectation. Michael and Giuseppe were born in a small town in Italy and moved to the United States when they were only a few years old, eventually settling in West Orange with their parents and grandparents while still young. They graduated the West Orange school system and both began their careers with our Department of Public Works 35 years ago in January 1984. In that time, they have been blessed with families of their own. Michael and his wife Margarita have 2 children, Casey and Michael Jr. Giuseppe and his wife Rosa have 4 children, Tani, Danny, Ashley, and Antonio, all products of the West Orange school system. Their hard work and commitment to the department and to the township has driven the success in their careers. They have both climbed the ranks of our Public Works Department, from entry-level positions to the boss of their respective divisions. Michael serving as supervisor of the Shade Tree Division, and Giuseppe serving as supervisor as the Sewer and Pump Station Division. Both these divisions require unique skills and a willingness to respond to frequent emergency situations, day or night, emergencies that often have residents at their most stressed. They have made careers of not only fixing the problem, but restoring confidence in our residents. They joined the township workforce following in the footsteps of their father, Antonio, who worked in public works for 27 years prior to his death. Their father instilled in them a fierce work ethic and a strong belief that each day, each task should be carried out to the best of your ability and with a smile. And they have lived up to that standard. I received many complimentary letters, emails, and calls about our employees and the services they provide to our residents. But without question, I receive more in praise and in thanks of the Elefani brothers than anyone else. Their father would be proud. For 35 years, Michael and Giuseppe have quietly gone about their responsibilities with the Department of Public Works, coming to work each day and doing all that has been asked of them and more in serving this community. They represent the best of local government, and they have set a very high example of excellence for generations of coworkers. We offer them our thanks this morning, perhaps long overdue. I proudly present to you our Employees of the Year, Michael and Giuseppe Elefani. Each year at this breakfast, and throughout the year, we celebrate the success of our students and pride in our schools, often blind to the countless people that contribute to that success. For more than 4 decades, behind the scenes and in front, Rich and Linda Rizzolo have done all they could to see that each student has every chance to be a part of that success. Rich is a product of the schools he has spent his adult life supporting, attending Hazel Elementary School, Roosevelt Junior High, and graduating from West Orange High School in 1965. After graduating from Holy Cross and NYU Graduate School, Rich and Linda married in 1971. Linda, who was a recent graduate of Ithaca College, joined Rich in returning to West Orange to start their families. They were blessed with 3 children who all graduated from the West Orange school system: Nick, class of 1998, Jim, class of 2001, and Andy, class of 2003. From the onset, Rich and Linda committed to be a part of this community and to doing all they could to support their children, our school system, and all the children that counted on it. In too many ways to mention, they dove into the lives of their children and the community they made their home. In addition to years and titles in PTA service, Linda was among the original organizers of Project Graduation, serving the program for more than a decade and served as director for many years. Her efforts helped to ensure a memorable and safe graduation night for thousands of our graduates. Linda would eventually spend 13 years working in our high school's guidance office and has had a lasting impact on all the students that know her. Rich followed his years of behind-the-scenes support to eventually serving on the Board of Education from 1998 to 2004, helping to guide the district through successful expansion of our schools and the construction and opening of Liberty Middle School. Since 2001, he has served as a trustee of the West Orange Scholarship Fund, first established in 1925, and currently serves as its president. Under his guidance, the Scholarship Fund has provided over $700,000 in scholarships to our high school seniors in this century alone. They have been a fixture in school circles and in the West Orange community for more than 40 years. Their contributions in that time, and even today, remain immeasurable, and we offer our thanks for a lifetime of caring. I ask you to help me in welcoming them as we proudly honor Rich and Linda Rizzolo as our Citizens of the Year.
I want to say a few words, and it's very difficult to follow someone who is so wonderful at saying a few words. This award, and I'm speaking for Linda and myself, was totally unexpected. In mid-December, I received a voicemail from the mayor. He simply asked me to call him back. I said to Linda, the mayor called me and he didn't say why. Could it be he wanted me to do something? What could it be, and how could I possibly refuse? Anyway, I called back the next day and he told me that Linda and I had been selected Citizens of the Year 2018. I thought to myself that I should ask for a recount. At least for me, I knew Linda was a shoo-in. Rob indicated it was for volunteer contributions we've made over the many years. It is quite an honor. Rob mentioned my time on the Board of Education and the Scholarship Fund, and Linda's many years in Project Graduation. In each case, we were inspired by the volunteers who had come before us. Presenting diplomas at graduation and calling students on stage to receive scholarships on Senior Awards Night made it all worthwhile for me. I know Linda really enjoyed the wonderful time new graduates had year after year at Project Graduation in a safe, fun-filled environment immediately after receiving their diplomas. and then seeing them so serious at 4 a.m., quietly signing yearbooks, realizing a major chapter in their lives had just ended. I know I achieved my goal on the Board of Education by making everyone equally dissatisfied. There was one tough memory, however, involving then Councilman Parisi. I don't know if you remember this, Rob, but the year I was president of the board and you were on the council, the school budget was voted down. We don't vote on the school budget anymore as long as it's within boundaries. What happened then was the council must review the budget and decide what to do. 3 years before, the budget failed, and that council determined that no cuts were needed. I felt confident that the same would happen again. I was wrong. Rob, I want you to know that I've totally forgotten that you and the council decided to cut our school budget that year. And I don't even remember the amount you cut. It was somewhere maybe in the neighborhood of $5,355,221.27. I'm okay with it, Rob. I'm totally over it. Totally. We have a wonderful cross-section of people and organizations of all types represented here who get up early, do so much for our community, go so far beyond what could be considered normal. I'm not surprised that on the latest list of the nicest places in every state, Reader's Digest named the Township of West Orange as the nicest place in New Jersey in 2018. One last thing. I asked a pastor recently, after his sermon, in which he said in effect that each person's individual personal relationship with the Almighty is all you need. It's all that counts, nothing else. I said to him, really? You mean I don't have to volunteer, help others, give to charity and all that? He said, that's right, Rich, but wouldn't you want to? Lots of us in West Orange want to. And for that, Linda and I are thankful for all of you, for all that you do, for all that you have done and all you will continue to do for our community. So for that, we both say, thank you.
The Township is currently enjoying the nostalgia and the drama of the 14th Annual Classic Film Festival. The festival was created by longtime resident Ken Mandel in 2006. Since then, they have hosted nearly 150 events at the AMC Movie Theater, our library, OSPAC, and even our Arts Council Center. Ken combined his talents, his passion, and his energy to create this anticipated annual event. Having spent his life in filmmaking, his documentaries have earned him an Oscar nomination, 2 Emmy nominations, and in 1994, he was awarded an Emmy for his documentary, George Marshall and the American Century. But his contributions have not been limited to the festival. Ken and his wife Janet have been active members of our community for decades, and their 2 sons, Artie and Tyler, are graduates of our school system. Ken has been a member of the Board of Trustees for the Edison National Historic Park for many years and currently serves as chairman. Ken recently retired from his role with the Classic Film Festival, but thanks to his efforts, West Orange will be blessed with what he started for many years to come. On behalf of a grateful community, Ken, I thank you. This March, the Township will celebrate our annual St. Patrick's Day Parade for the 67th time. And for the third year in a row, my wife Sheila will serve as the parade chairwoman. Best of luck to Sheila. For almost 70 years, the parade has provided us a rich and musical celebration of the Irish culture. This year, a member of the Township family will once again be among the honorees. Since 2012, Joe Fagan has served as the official Township historian, but he has been counted on as the expert of our history long before that. He has published 4 books on West Orange history, published countless articles on important facts, dates, people, or even small, little-known stories that help to tell the story of who we are and how we got here. Joe has been named the Deputy Grand Marshal of this year's parade. He has honored us for years with his time, his energy, commitment, and keeping our history alive. This year's parade provides all of us an opportunity to honor him. Congratulations, Joe. It is never possible to discuss local government and the impact it has on our daily lives without discussing property taxes. Despite the constant struggle with taxes and the almost curse-like aura the word itself evokes, we are not alone in this struggle, and we've had successes in this never-ending battle. West Orange had the lowest tax increase in the municipal portion of our property taxes of any Essex County town over the last 10 years. In that time, our municipal tax increase was slightly over 10%, while the Essex County average municipal tax increase was over 30% in that same time frame. Our careful management of the municipal budget convinced Standard & Poor's to provide West Orange the highest short-term credit rating they award. And we have achieved this while continuing to provide important services and continuing to invest in our facilities and infrastructure. But each year presents a clean slate with no prizes and no consideration for previous success. And this year, specifically the next 24 months, will present challenges. Maybe the most significant economic challenges we have had over this last decade. In this coming year, employee contractual salary increases coupled with increases in benefit and pension costs represent a 3.6% increase in our municipal budget over the 2018 budget. Factor in the increase in costs with garbage and recycling, and we are well over a 4% increase. This does not include any new employees, new vehicles, new programs, infrastructure investments, or even any additional cost increases associated with our existing operational obligations. All this while being limited to the 2% property tax cap in New Jersey. And more than any consideration for this legal tax limit, we must consider taxpayers that are already tired with this annual upward trend of increasing property taxes and a state unable to stop it. We are still early in this budget process, but facing difficult choices in this coming year and the year after. Budgetary choices that will have an impact on how we govern and with the services all of us as residents count on. We have overcome financial challenges before and are better for it. This process will be slow and deliberate, and despite the magnitude of the deficit and the complicated factors that contribute, we will rely on input from the community as this process unfolds and we work together to find a fair resolution. Despite the revolving door of financial struggles we face in West Orange and in New Jersey, as a community, we continue to inspire investment, small and large, private and corporate. In 2018, our Construction Code Department issued over 3,000 permits for nearly $60 million in construction projects from our homeowners and business community. This does not include the continued growth of the Edison Village on Main Street. With Phase 1 quickly filling up, Phase 2 of the approved project will begin this year, introducing new homes, affordable housing, and bringing tens of millions of dollars of additional investment to this project and to our downtown. The Valley's Central Avenue redevelopment project is well on its way to completing the second building, which sits on the West Orange side of this joint project between Orange and West Orange. It will be completed this year and will provide much-needed affordable housing, In this coming year, we will plan on the next phase of the Central Avenue redevelopment project and work to finalize plans for the 2 properties recently acquired by the Township that are adjacent to this existing construction. With several acres of land ready for redevelopment where old, vacant buildings once stood, these next phases of the project will bring additional housing opportunities and public parking, and perhaps most importantly, will be the steps necessary to bring significant state investment to the Highlands train station. This will provide an improved commuting option for our residents. Once completed, this project will bring new life to a stretch of Central Avenue that was covered with contaminated, vacant buildings for more than 4 decades. Just up Northfield Avenue from the valley, the Turtle Brook Hotel and the long-time vacant space adjacent to it and the new ownership will soon be before our zoning board, applying for approvals for a complete rebuilding of the property, providing retail space and luxury apartments. In addition to providing new support for the local businesses, with commuting options just across the street, it promises to be an attractive option for people looking to move to our community. Essex Green Shopping Center, an anchor for our community in the center of town for more than 50 years, is currently before the zoning board, hoping to finalize plans for a more than $20 million renovation of the property, providing additional square footage of retail space, better access to the complex, and cosmetic renovations, preparing the mall to be a competitive, attractive, and important corporate partner in West Orange for another 50 years. Executive Drive, the second part of this redevelopment zone, is still in the planning stages and still has several open issues as part of this consideration. We continue to work to determine the viability of developing affordable senior citizen housing on top of our existing library building, as well as determining the feasibility of moving the main library to the Executive Drive site. There's much to consider in both, and upon the completion of these pending studies, we will continue these public conversations as we work on finalizing a redevelopment plan. The one office building on Executive Drive has already been approved for a major renovation and will remain open space, office space in any new plan that may be developed. Whether the final plan will include a residential component along with the library, public works, or just a new dog park remains to be seen. But this project provides us an opportunity that may not present itself again for a generation, an opportunity to build much-needed new senior citizen housing for the first time since the 70s, the opportunity to seriously consider the building of a new, centrally located public library, something that has been looked into many times over the years, the space and opportunity to build a senior citizen and community center, the opportunity to construct a new and improved animal shelter, and most importantly, an opportunity to develop a project that will serve each of us and this community for a long time. Rock Spring Country Club, a fixture on our landscape for nearly a century, now a sign of changing times, but changing times we should embrace. The property, roughly 140 acres of land, is currently for sale. The township has been discussing the sale with the owners, Essex County representatives, and various developers interested in the property. After weeks of discussion and research, we believe it is in the township's best interest to purchase the property ourselves. The administration has agreed to terms with the owners of the property and negotiated an arrangement to maintain it as a public golf course for at least the next 2 years. At the next council meeting, we will make a full public presentation and ask the council to consider a bond ordinance to begin this process and to purchase the property. It's too early to commit to what the township would or could do with the property in the long term, but regardless of what direction we take, it is best that we control the process and the planning. In addition to township resources, our Open Space Trust Fund and State Green Acres funding are additional sources of revenue available to provide the resources necessary to complete this transaction. Maintaining a golfing component and catering, parkland, recreational space, walking paths, even small-scale development to maintain the tax base will be included or considered as we develop a final plan for this property, and there are many steps still necessary to make that happen. The administration is prepared to take these many steps, as nearly 140 acres of land and a willing seller does not present itself often. This property presents a special opportunity to our community, an opportunity that would have been hard to imagine a decade ago. But if we fail to act, a missed opportunity we may regret a decade from now. New construction projects will not be limited to large redevelopment projects. The construction of the new entrance building to the Ginny Dunkel Pool is already underway at Colgate Park. This project will improve parking lot, providing additional handicap parking spaces, and will make it easier for patrons with ambulatory issues, as well as all patrons, to enter the pool grounds. The public parking lot in Pleasantdale on Pleasant Valley Way will be renovated and modernized this year, and a new dam at Vincent's Pond in Degnan Park will be constructed to help alleviate local flooding during heavy storms. The Township and our schools have worked in partnership for decades for the betterment of our community, and will partner once again this year on the installation of GPS technology on all school buses serving our children, providing easy tracking of the buses and ease in locating during storms or emergency situations. We will repave several miles of our 100 miles of roadways within our township this coming year. We will make improvements to parks